Okay, so here we have all of our ingredients ready with the proper measuring cups we're going to need. We've got our sesame seeds, our honey, and our measuring cup as well. And then also it's always good to have some parchment paper as well, because that's actually going to be the paper coating that's going to be in the bottom of each piece of candy eventually when we get to the very end. And then I've already taken the pan that I'm going to be working with, and I've also lined that with the parchment paper already. And so it's all nice and ready to go. And we have all of our ingredients all set up before we start cooking. It's important to always try to set up all of your ingredients before you start cooking, so you don't want to get partly through your project and realize you don't actually have enough. So set everything out and let's get ready to start boiling our honey. Okay, now we've got the pot all set up and we're ready to warm our honey. And you should have it on a low heat, because we don't want it to, we do want it to come to a boil, but we do not want it to we don't want to overcook the honey. We're just trying to make it warm, and it's very, very viscous, so it's going to take me quite some time to pour. So I will come back to you as soon as all that honey gets poured in. So now my honey has started to boil. Got a nice little boil right there. So now I'm going to add my sesame seeds. I already measured them all out. And then I'm going to give the mixture a stir so I can, oops, let me just hold the camera the right way, there we go. I'm going to give this mixture a stir so that way all of the seeds are covered in the honey. Make sure you get the stuff around the sides. I like to do what the Italians called the otto, which is where you make a figure 8 in the middle, and then you go around the sides. And it's a really great way to make sure that you get everything all covered. And see, now we're starting to see the seeds all getting covered completely with the honey, and they're all getting mixed in there. And we're going to do this with the seeds and keep mixing them in there. See, now they're all coated. Well, that looks pretty good. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to wait for just a minute or so to let this mixture come to a little bit of boil. See, it already wants to come to a boil. That's pretty fast. Matter of fact, I'm going to turn the heat down slightly. I have the heat on really low. Okay, it's coming to a quick boil. Just going to give it one more stir. Get this stuff over there on the side in the middle. Give it another stir. Check it out. Yep, there it comes back again to boil. Okay, it looks good. We don't want to burn it. So now I'm going to take this mixture and pour it into my pre-prepared pan. Okay, so now we have our nice mixture. The honey's been boiled and the sesame seeds are boiled. So everything's nice in there. And now I'm just going to take this mixture and I'm going to pour it into my pre-prepared pan or dish or whatever that's been lined with parchment paper. And remember, the parchment paper is also going to act as the little bit of paper on the bottom of our candy, because this candy is going to be a little bit sticky, which is no big surprise since it's made of mostly honey. But this is a very, very simple candy, and this is the type of candy that Athenian children would come running home from school super excited to know that they were about to get pasteli for their own personal candy. So you just smooth it out into your pan, and then what we're going to do once it's all nice and smoothed out is we're going to put it into chill for about 2 or 3 hours, and then in about 2 or 3 hours it will have hardened, and then I will show you exactly how we can then use our kitchen shears to simply cut it into little candy pieces, and then you can share it with your friends. You can eat it all by yourself. You can let your family have some. Whatever it is you'd like to do with this delicious, simple, ancient treat. Okay, now the time has come, and we have our pasteli that has been chilling in the fridge for a couple hours. So what we're going to do is quite simply lift it out of the pan since it's on parchment paper, and I'm going to move it over here to this cutting board. And then, since I've already done it a little bit with my kitchen shears, I'm going to continue. And it's real simple. I just use my kitchen shears. And the parchment paper you see on the bottom is now kind of like a candy wrapper. And now I can just cut it into strips or into sections. And it is now a yummy candy. See? And you can cut it into little pieces like that. And now we have our pasteli. And let's see what it tastes like. I'll peel up just like this, see? Right, you can put the camera towards me. Very yum. Well, I hope you've enjoyed cooking pasteli with me today. It's a delicious ancient Athenian treat, and we have made it together. I hope you have a great day.